Bante,
Yes.
can you teach us Sankapparago Purisasa, that verse again, please?
Interrupting, no?
No, Bante, your voice is okay.
To me, is the problem. Your voice is interrupting to me. Then if my sound is clear, then doesn't matter.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, Sankapparago purisasa kamo nate kamayani chitrani loke titanti chitrani tateva loke adita dehira vinayantu chanda. Sankapparago purisasa kamo. The being's pleasure, the pleasures to desires, is just a attachment to merely his concept or a thought. Human beings or any beings desire mean human beings desire sensual desire mean attaching to his own concept or a thought. Nate kamayani chitrani loke. The sensual pleasures are not the exquisite things in the world. Because why? Then again, Lord Buddha has preached, Nate kamayani chitrani loke. Tateta chitrani tateva loke. Wait, Sankapparago purisasa kamo nate kamayani chitrani loke. Tittanti chitrani tateva loke. Ateta dehira vinyantu chana. Tittanti chitrani tateva loke. The exquisite things in the world are existing as they are. The wise one uh, abandoned the craving, the desire to those. The interpretation is we have to get an example firstly.
Yes,
You can look at something very nice, or we can look at as in the past example, we can get the flower.
yes,
When we look at the flower, Sankapparago Purisasakamo, you may feel, oh, it's very nice, very beautiful, very good fragrance. Then you can tell it is very good. Uh, then you feel some sensual desires to your eyes, to your nose. When you touch that, the tangibles also, sensual desires. Sankapparago Purisasakamo, but Lord Buddha has preached the sensual desires, the attachment to the desire to the sensual pleasures, desire to sensual pleasures is merely a concept, attaching merely to his concept.
yes,
Because why? Tittanti chitrani tateva loke. Nate kamayani chitrani. This flower is the kama, the sensual pleasure, what gives you by the flower, by seeing it or by touching it or by fragrancing it or it is not an exquisite thing in the world. Because tittanti chitrani tateva loke. When the flower is there, flower is in his position and in its position as it is. But the sensual pleasure means when you look at the flower, you just have a cognition about the scene. Scene is just a scene. But after that, you feel you are generating you feel some pleasant sensations. Then you feel some preparations on the flowers. Oh, it is very beautiful like that way. Then again, because now you like that preparations, then you again feel some sensations, again preparations that we call chitta sankhara. Chitta sankhara means um, the preparations, the sankhara. So because of the sankhara means you may feel the desires on this flower, but the ignorant person think it's a desire to that to the flower, but he don't know the desires to his own thoughts, own concepts, on sensations, on perceptions, on volitional activities, on cognitions. He doesn't know that. Like some puppies playing with its own tails. They doesn't know. It doesn't know anything. It tries to catch his own tail. They're playing and clicking like that. And the humans and all beings also playing and clicking to their own five clicking aggregates like this manner. The flower it is existing as it is. But if you feel some sensation, no pleasant sensation, no some preparations in your mind, it is just your thing, not in the flower.
Yeah.
Then that's why Lord Buddha has preached Tittanti Chitrani Tatheva Loke. The exquisite things in the world are existing as it is, as they are. But before that, he's explained Nate Kamayani Chitrani Loke. The sensual pleasures are not exquisite things in the world. But you have a sensual pleasure, and you attach to your sensual pleasure, not to that flower.
Yes. Yes, Bhante. Yes.
If you look at a woman, you feel very nice. You feel her. Uh, when you look at a woman, you feel some pleasant sensation. For
Yes.
this pleasant sensation, you generate in the perceptions. No, you feel this is a woman. Then again, you like to this sensation. Then again, you generating the volitional activities. Oh, her lips are very nice. Her skin is very nice tone. Like that way, generating the volitional activities. And
Yes.
maybe she may go away from you, but you are burning from the lust. She don't know. The exquisite things are existing as it is,
Yes.
but the sensual pleasures are not exquisite things in the world. It
Yes,
is in
Bhante.
your own thoughts, own concepts. As an example, if you look at your nails,
Yeah.
uh, nails will never tell you yours, mine, I am yours. Now you can experience. If you look at your nails, nails will not tell, oh, I am yours, yours is mine. It will not. But
Mhm.
just a thought, just a conceiving about your in your mind, oh, nails are mine.
Yes. Yes.
In
Yes.
any type of body part will not tell like that. Just
Yes.
they're conceiving everywhere, conceiving as a thing, as an independent thing is existing in the world, but we are experiencing just a cognition each and every time.
So
That's why,
we
yeah.
oh, sorry.
No, ask the question.
Yeah. So we only attach to the cognition, Bhante, right?
I'll explain a little thing again. um, I give some references from sutta.
Uh-huh.
in in Samyutta Nikaya, uh, it has a some sutta set called Uppada Samyutta. In this Uppada Samyutta, it says, um, from by the conceiving of I, by the arising of the I, it is the beginning of the suffering. It is the beginning of uh, the decay and death, like that way. And again said, when the I will not conceiving, I is not conceiving, and the cessation of the I, it is there is the finishing, the vanishing of the dukkha, the suffering, and the cessation of um, the decay and death.
Oh,
Then they
sadhu
are
sadhu
telling
sadhu.
conceiving. There's a conceiving there. I'll explain with example. In
Yes.
another so many suttas, and I found this thing, that is, if we conceiving as eye or visual, ear or sound, Lord Buddha has preached it is sankatam, abhisanchetitam, kaya dhammam, vaya dhammam, viraga dhammam, nirodha dhammam. That means now you're conceiving, oh, there is Bhante speaking to me.
Yes.
You conceiving my sound as an independent thing in the world. But Lord Buddha has preached it's Sankatam. Sankatam means it's preparated. How it's preparated? Your ear is there, my sound is there. Then it meet together. Then you have an attention on it. Then you feel some cognition of
Yeah.
the of the hearing. Because of that cognition, you knows my sound. You
Yeah.
conceive my sound as a thing. Then actually, according to your experience, it is just a consciousness. It is just a cognition. But when you think about an independent sound, it is preparated. Then he said, abhisanchetita. It's preparated by volitional activities, preparated by thoughts.
Yeah.
Abhisanchetita. When I talking to you, there is just a cognition. That is the exactly thing what is happening with you. But after that consciousness, after that cognition, as an work of that cognition, your deluded mind conceiving a duality. There is existing a real sound. There is existing a real an independent ear. The duality you are dividing like that. But there is just a cognition is existing.
Yes.
As a work of consciousness, mind divide two parts. That's why I said abhisanchetita. Kaya Dhamma. If we if we conceive a thing, if we conceive something as a thing, that is under the nature of wasting. That is Vaya Dhammam then. That is under the nature of decay. And Viraga Dhammam, that is under the nature of detachment. And Nirodha Dhammam, it is under the nature of cessation. Because why? If you conceive my sound as a thing, then it is under the nature of ceasing. But if you have just a cognition in my sound, so you don't have anything to be worried. You just have just a consciousness. At least you will not have a idea. The my consciousness arising, passing also will be not there. Because why? If you think my cognition arising and passing, it is also just also just a thought what arise in your mind. Got it?
Yes,
If
Bhante.
you think if you conceiving my my consciousness arising passing, it is also just your idea. It's also just your thought. What is
Yes.
the explanation of nibbana? That is etang santang etam panitang yadidang sabba sankhara samuto sabupatipati nisargo tanhakhayo virago nirodho nibbana. This is peaceful, this is excellent, namely the stilling of all preparations, the relinquishment of all assets, the destruction of craving, detachment, cessation, extinction. What is the stilling of all preparations? Stilling of all preparations in the mind, the relinquishment of all assets. What are the assets? We are thinking our body as our assets, our sensations as our assets. Then preparations and volitional activities and cognitions, we conceive they are our assets. We feel those are mine, those are my soul. So relinquishment of all assets, the destruction of craving, detachment. There is just detachment like the go when you wash some clothes, it's some colors, some clothes dye ceasing, dye vanishing from that cloth. Like that way, if you think as a thing, but step by step you feel detachment, like you feel no quality like that way. And that called virago. Nirodho mean the cessation of what? Cessation of the idea of existing. You have an idea there is a real world and I am existing. But some monks there, some Samanera monks are
No
very
problem.
hard to you to me.
No, no problem. No problem, Bhante.
Mind that.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
then then the cessation and the extinction mean the nibbana, like an extinguishing of an oil lamp. It's extinguishing like an oil lamp. Another thing you must need to know, there is four triangle questions. There's a type of four triangle questions in the past that we call in Pali Chatuskotika Panya. There's a four ends questions. As an example, there's a question like this. People asking from Lord Buddha, is world existing? Lord Buddha telling the question is wrong. Isn't world existing? Question is wrong. Is the world exist or no exist? Question is wrong. Then again ask, neither world exist nor unexist. That question also wrong. But preparations are arises, preparations are ceasing. Just dukkhaṃ eva uppajjati, dukkhaṃ eva nirujjati. The suffering is arising, suffering is ceasing. That is his answer. Because why? I'll tell you. If you know Robert who have who have artificial intelligence, he can think, oh, I am living in a real world, but it is just a data what arises in his own programming. It is just a data in his own programming. Robert cannot tell like that, because he can tell, oh, I am in the real world. But according to his experience, it is just the data of what arises in his own programming. So he cannot tell like that. Lord Buddha also do like that. He'd ask us to think from yourself. Please do not conceive. We can have such a nice sutta in Mula Pariyaya Sutta, the first sutta of Majjhima Nikaya. I feel it is the alphabet of the Buddhism. It shows the ways how our mind can be diluted. For more than 20 ways. As an example, Nittang Dittato Sanja Asuto Aputachano, Ariaranga Dasavi, Arya Dhamma Sakovido, Arya Dhamme Avinito, Dittang Dittato Sanjanati, Dittang Dittato Sanyatva, Dittang Manyati, Dittato Manyati, Dittasmin Manyati, Dittam Meti Manyati, Dittang Abhinandati, Tankesu Hetu Parinyatata Vadami. That means the person who are not listen to the noble Dhamma, who are not go to the noble people and listen to Dhamma, and who is not practice the Dhamma, he feels the scene, he perceives the scene as a scene, he perceives the scene as seen, and he conceiving scene as a scene. Scene means SEE and scene.
Yes,
As a thing, as he conceiving there is an independent thing is existing. Now you can look the wall. That way you can, the Asutta Putakjano, the ordinary person think there is an independent wall is existing, rather I look at this or not. But it is just a conscious, it is just a conceiving in his mind. It's just a thought. It may be real, it may be not. It is not the question. But according to your experience, it's just a consciousness, it's just a cognition. It may be in the mind or ear or eye, it doesn't matter. It does not make any sense.
yes,
Did
yes,
you understand?
yes, yes. I understand,
That is
Bante.
the,
Yes, yes. Sadhu, 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 Bante. Very nice.
okay.
I can I stop the recording, Bante?
Okay, you can stop. Yes.